Some mountains in men are bigger than you think. Some rivers so fast, hell, you can't take a drink. Some burdens so heavy.
Hey everyone, Great Northern Prepper here. I was just going to record this because I just got my newest shipment from Bullion Direct, the company that I was telling you about. I don't have any affiliation with them, so it's not like if I mention them or I send anyone to their site that I get any sort of commission. I'd actually asked them about that, and they said that they're not interested and they don't do that sort of thing. So I have no personal gain in it. The only reason I recommend them is because I've used them. I know that Atmex is pretty decent, but their price is kind of, it just kind of depends. I've never used anything like Gold Line or Lear Capital. I'm kind of wary of those places, but Bullion Direct is a good one. Just got my new box in, so let's open her up. Okay, let's see here. I got, of the 90% silver stuff, the junk silver as it's called, I got $50 face value, so I ordered 5 of the $10 that they sell on there. Looks like most of these, if not all of them, came in silver dollar form. I also, in total, got, let's see here, these are the CMX bars, I believe. I got the 1 ounce little tiny bars of silver, and I got the Heraeus, I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, 1 ounce bars as well. I totally got 14 1 ounce. I also got a total of, I bought more, I got a total of 50 ounces of those American Eagle rejects that I'd been talking to you about. And 1 of these Canadian silver maple leaf. Here, let me get these out of the bag so you can see. Okay, folks, just pulled everything out of the box there. Let's get a little bit closer look. These were the 50 ounces of reject damaged American Eagles like I had in that post before. You can see how they actually put like an X across them. Looking at this coin, I really can't see that much. You can kind of see a little bit of that patina right in here, and that's, I guess, what's considered damaged on it. But overall, I mean, it's still a beautiful coin. Yes, I do put a scratch through it, but you're not buying these rejects, and you really shouldn't be buying too much of this as far as for your prepping for numismatic value. It does have a place, but the reason I bought these was because they were kind of in between. The most silver per dollar that you can really get is in this junk silver, but I wanted something that also had the recognizability factor that you can get with the Silver Eagles. So I waited until the price was right, that there was a seller that had the price at just about a little bit over what you were paying per ounce for this, but far below what you pay for a brand new American Silver Eagle. And I bounced on that. I bought 50. Actually, I bought quite a bit more, but I was holding off, and I sold some of them when the price jumped again. I bought them when they were very low, and the spot was, I think, about $28 in mid to late December, and then I sold a little bit, which helped buy a little bit more of this. But I wanted to show you all this before I go into the rest of them. Not to show off or anything like that, or when I talk about that I own a lot of silver, it's not to show off and say, like, you know, look at me, I have so much more. It's to show you that I'm putting my money where my mouth is, that I'm not telling you, that, you know, there's a lot of people in the prepper community like, buy silver, buy silver, buy silver. But I want to show you that I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I do believe in this. I'm not rich by any standards. I cashed in some of my retirement funds that I'd had since I was a kid. Permanent fund money had gone into those. Cashed out of those mutual funds and decided to put a decent little chunk down on some more silver. The rest of my silver I'd actually purchased for the most part when I was still contracting overseas, and I had money and no family, so I could spend it on whatever I wanted to that would please my little heart. So now on to the next one. This is actually the quote-unquote damaged Canadian maple leaf. It's same thing as the American Silver Eagles. It's 1 ounce of fine silver. If you can see that, it's actually a very pretty coin. The queen's on there, but I mean, it's got a very nice mirror-like finish. you look on the back, and I really can't see, anything there. There's a little bit, I don't know if you can kind of see it, like right in there, right where my thumb is. There's a little bit of a discoloration right in there on the outside of that leaf edge. This is gorgeous, and I'm going to change my recommendations now that I have actually seen these two. They didn't do any kind of cross out on this like they did on the American Silver Eagle. So if you're on Bullion Direct, I would actually say if you're looking to get something for numismatic and recognizable, the recognizability factor, I would actually go with these Canadian maple leaves maybe. They don't have that X through them, which, like I said, is not a big deal, but if you can get one without it, why not? So it's kind of up to you. These are the $50 in face of pre-65 coins. Pretty much all of them are actually 1964. These are all half dollars. I wanted to show you something as well. When you get these, you'll see these different numbers, 8.2, 8.21. That's the weight. Now, with the 90% silver, on average, you get 7.15 ounces per $10. But that's going to vary. It's going to vary on how old the coins are, and that's based on the fact when these are brand new. Actually, no, this is a 62. It's still a Franklin. Sorry about that. When they're brand new, they have that, you get $10, you'll have pretty much 7.15 ounces. It all kind of depends. There's always, a small amount more, small amount less of one metal or the other when they're making these coins. So every coin is slightly different, but they're pretty dang close. As things get older and they wear out, you'll have a little bit less. So don't expect to have exactly 7.15 ounces if you go into a dealer and sell it of silver in there. They may give you 7.1, 7.08, 7.25. It all kind of depends, but that's a good rough guesstimate. And the same thing when you buy like a 100-ounce bar. You may not get exactly 100 ounces even in those big bars. There is always a little bit of difference in these coins. So just to let you know. This was just the random. I bought 9 bars here that were just in the bars only. So they can be any kind of bar that you can find that's available. So it's usually a name brand type ones like this. But I have bought, let me see here if I have it still. Yeah, there it is. I bought in the section where it was 1 ounce silver bars, or 1 ounce silver, and then it said rounds only, and I ended up getting this one. They're actually kind of funny. It's a beer backed silver coin. And it says this one's, this silver is backed by beer and good for 1 or more beers anywhere in the world. It's kind of a funny little coin. So when you buy in the section that says like bars only or rounds only, if it doesn't specifically list a manufacturer, like these ones were CMX. So I got, 5 of these. And so I know what exact manufacturer I'm getting these from. But for the bars or rounds only, you don't know, but I don't really care. It's not that important to me. But as you can see, they're just a little tiny 1 ounce bars. Pretty standard. These are the 5 CMXs that I got. So overall, it was a pretty good little order. I decided to finally pull them all out. I've been playing the markets a little bit, selling a little bit here and there. And from what I sold, I bought quite a bit when it was low down to $28 spot level, and I sold it when it popped up to about $32.5, $33 recently. And I was able to make a little bit. It wasn't like I made hundreds of thousands of dollars or even thousands of dollars. I made a little bit of money, and I was able to help pay for just a small fraction of this as well and make a little bit of profit off of it. Purposely bought more than I wanted to keep just so I could play it out a little bit. I don't recommend playing the market specifically if you don't do a lot of homework. I got burned myself, so prior I thought I could just jump into it, buy low, sell high. There's more to it, and you got to be smart about it. So don't just jump into it saying I'm just going to take the 10 grand I have in the bank and I'm going to turn it over because the price is going to go up in a month. It's always got to go up. Not necessarily. Do a lot of research and just be very careful. I won't say anything more than that. just because I don't want anyone to feel that I was responsible for anything. So, other than just to tell you, be very careful, because you do not want to get burned, especially if that's kind of like your nest egg. So anyways, just once again wanted to show you what I'd gotten, and then I'm putting my money where my mouth is. So, the Great Northern Prepper is out.
I wore out my shoes in that wrong way to run. I blistered my skin working hard in the sun. Supper's almost over and I done cleaned my plate, and there's a light shining yonder, boys, I don't think I'll wait. I'm a laid back one and I've been one so long. I ain't perfect, you can tell by my songs. Brothers, forgive me for all of my wrongs. The good Lord, He's calling and it's time to go home. I hear Him calling and it's time to go home.